Test, test. Test, test, hello. Hello to the people watching this after. I don't think anyone's here yet. Just give me a sec while I make sure that I am in fact streaming. And I'm live. Sorry, I gotta make sure I copy the link. Right, announcements. I almost just said streaming now without posting the link. I'm pretty sure I've done that before, but I just send it right after. Hello, whoever's watching. Link, paste, post, done. Kind of have to shamelessly plug myself, but that's part of it, right? Hello, Paul. I think I'm gonna work on some combat stuff today because I don't know, I've been itching. I just checked out Evil West, and I gotta say, I've been a little inspired to make my combat more satisfying. So I've been doing some minor tweaks to the enemy behavior, and it doesn't look too different. I raised the camera height so that his head is in line with the center of the frame, and I think that's important as far as gameplay goes, so that the field of view or the framing is consistent across like camera angles. So we got that going on. And then what else? Oh, hey Brandon, welcome in. Been a while, always a pleasure to have you in. If we go to the enemy, it doesn't immediately look too different, which I'm okay with, but he does still like pursue and attack and stuff. Hey Grandma, thank you. But when I put multiple enemies in, I've been making a bunch of steady tweaks so that they don't mob you. I've been really trying to work on their group behavior. They won't like team up or anything, but like I wanted to make sure that it was playable. So right now, I try to avoid them getting too close to each other, and they kind of end up surrounding me. And only one of them can attack at a time, really. Like, see how they're not all mobbing me? Because I was worried they were... some feedback that I got when the demo released was that the enemies were too aggressive. And I realized that I had gotten so used to practicing. I guess it's a common thing, is that I don't have enough playtesting. But that's okay. But I also want to do a stun bar. I don't know if we're going to do a stun bar today. I think I might just work on redoing the block. Because instead of this, I'm going to do a more traditional block. He'll still be able to move. And one thing I want to do, or like keep in mind, like throughout the combat process, is that instead of ever trying to restrict the player into one mean of like solving a particular problem, I don't want to make the like enemies in certain phases vulnerable to certain things. Like it'd be annoying if a buffed enemy and you just immediately always had to take out your gun. I feel like that would get old very quickly. I would instead try to make enemies be resistant to certain things, so that in a fight you would be forced to, like every time you got used to something, you'd be forced to change it up. But one thing I noticed is that my dodge is kind of canceling. So I might get that. I'm pretty okay with how they are behaving right now. Like it's not too intense. And then I might, as a placeholder, put in the same animations that you see, but maybe with like different colors, so that Hellboy warrants different attacks. So red ones have to be dodged, and maybe yellow ones can be parried, but I'm gonna have to change the way that the parry works into a because with a parry, I don't want you to take any damage if you correctly parry. And right now, part of my parry trigger is if you take damage in the first frame. And sometimes there's a little bit of a window in there. So I need to make it, I think I'm going to make it based on a tag in a zone. As opposed to taking damage. Because the moment you parry, you don't take damage. So it'll more be like, if the zone detects an enemy attacking right in the beginning, then that triggers a parry. And I will say in the startup of a parry, maybe you don't take damage. Right? So that'll work out, hopefully. Let's see if that general change works. We don't want Vril attack. We do want there to be a change in the startup, which I think this is. Hang on. That's the parry connects. Parry connect. I'm going to say start block. Alright, so we have start block. And in here, I disable combat pose, and I think for the duration, I'll do a new keyframe for now, because I'm sure this has... Oh no. I kind of like that. For the duration, we might just... Okay, but now that it's becoming a more traditional block, I'm probably going to bring the camera in. I hope that's the keyframe for the camera, right? Hang on. Go over here. Yes. Field of views. So this is our camera change. And then here, oh geez. We will also see if I can get rid of or prevent myself from being hurt, right? I'm still getting hurt. Alright, I need to make it so the parry cannot be triggered anymore by me taking damage, right? There's no point in that, but I will make it a zone. So let's see if I can reduce this back to a single enemy, and maybe we'll have stuff active, a tag, right? Should the enemy have the zone or the tag? Right now we'll do a tag for active port, and we'll turn on this tag and call it enemy attack. Eventually this will get separated based on parryable attacks, but we're just going to call it enemy attack. Alright. So let's move it more in the middle. I'll say that's really where it kind of is. Right, and instead, we're not going to be taking damage anymore. We're going to have a zone in here. that looks for it. I'm gonna look for tags. Enemy attacking. Or maybe I change it to parryable attack for more specificity. Alright, let's see if I can. I do kind of like that. Well, it feels more how I want it, but I do think I should be working on. Let's bring the block in closer though. Hey Carlos, hope you're well. Um, Block that's closer. I'm gonna bring the camera a little lower. Alright, we are gonna change the visual of the block, right? We're not gonna have it burn the bar anymore. Oh, combat Vril proper. Alright, so while Vril is active, I do have a modifier taking it down. I'm still gonna keep that modifier, but that'll be more for when the mode is active, right? Yeah, I haven't been working on the enemy too much because the last few streams have been dedicated to that new traversal mechanic. But I've played some games, found some inspiration, and now I want to touch up my enemy. So we're not going to burn Vril anymore. So we'll turn this off. And our new pose for the parry. Instead of that, I know this is weird. It's because my the logic I have based more on the comics for sure, but I do take some inspiration from moments of the Del Toro movies that I like. So I really like the garbage truck as a mobile base of operations. So that's in the BPRD. What am I trying to work on? So let's turn that off. Is that sound? No, that's not sound. That's my start. Move this over here. Move this over here. Thank you, Carlos. And if we go to my base combat stance, we have the pose. And it changes based on, I believe that one's turned off. Yeah. That one's on. Will Cronin be mentioned or have any part in the game? Not a main part, but I do want him mentioned and maybe a side thing. That would be cool. So there's my lower body combat pose, and I separate it just because my block starts independently. Like it has to turn off the upper body, so I had to separate those two. But the block pose is gonna change now. Hello, Jumping Juju. The enemy design? Oh, wait, Cronin. I would say it was more of a mask, but it was like a full head mask. So we're definitely going to switch this to a, whatchamacallit? Action recorder. Turn that off. I'm gonna solo that timeline. And then I'm trying to remember Elka's method of doing this. Keep changes, isn't that a setting? Yeah. So that's the timeline we solo. And then we're gonna highlight the upper body parts. And to the next frame. Do I do playtesters? Oh, hang on. I've done something. There we go. This is our next frame. I don't do them on stream if that's what you're asking. The playtesters are usually like in my house, so I can try to see bugs and react to them live and see where people go. I do believe some patrons have had like early access to levels, and they've given me like early feedback. Now let's see if I got it how I wanted it. Everything should have a frame. Oh, I'm missing the right upper arm in the last one. And that is right there. So let's see. Hello there, Chrome Colossus. Oh man, the last stream I was asking like which way should I go? And I was like, I wish Chrome was here. Alright, let's see if I mute that one. And then let's get rid of that channel. Solo, unsolo. Hopefully, I think everything should work. Yeah, the same way. Good. Okay, but now it should be pretty easy to change my frame. We're just gonna delete that. And then this pose. Please tell me I went. Actually, Alex was saying go left. Question: will the horns appear? What function do they serve? So the horns for me are. Oh, geez, my thing is stuck. The horns. You see that red bar at the bottom of the screen, Carlos? That's kind of like my Fury bar if you've played the new God of War, or my Spartan Rage bar. And when you click both the sticks, I do plan for there to be a mode where you attack, and then at the end of it you'll break them off. Right now the mode's really short because it has no functionality, and then they'll eventually wither away. But yeah. Yes. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. Let's finish this block startup. So I'm switching to a more traditional block, as I said. And that means we're gonna be his upper body. It's probably gonna look a little wonky because I am figuring this out myself. Right. The last one is the one I really need to focus on. So we're going to turn on solo just so that we make sure we're not running into any weird problems of like keyframes being active at the same time. The pose I want him to end up locking in. His upper body is probably going to be turned a little bit. And he's going to be using the mass of the right hand as a shield. Right? So he's got to bring that forward. And then he's going to bring both arms, but obviously. All right, Alex, thanks for stopping by. Hope the rest of your day is good. Hope you enjoy the VOD. Now I'm going to see if I can include messages for the people who watch after. I usually try to do that in the beginning because no one is here immediately when I start up, except Brandon. Brandon has been here a few times immediately. I guess more than a few. Enough for me to make it like a regular thing. All right, we're getting there. Sometimes I wonder how the other game does it. The Web of Word, because it does work pretty good. Thank you, Brandon. Yeah, you're that guy. Mans is here promptly. All right, let's assume this is it. Right? I know it looks weird, but I'm trying to see how it visually communicates that I'm blocking. But in order for that to stay, I actually now have to go into my signal or my combat pose, right? Because now this whole thing has been changed. So to keep that consistent, we're literally just going to copy the action recorder, put it in here, but we're going to trim everything except the last frame, which is what I need. All right, and I'll put that on loop. So let's see if that works. All right. See, now it looks like I'm blocking, right? Now I take way less damage when I'm blocking, I just can't do anything. But if an enemy attacks me with like a yellow or red will damage straight through me, and yellow rings will break my block. Now I need to adjust the startup frame for this. So instead of going like, I'm not opposed to starting like that and ending, but this middle frame is a little weird. I feel like, I mean, how do you? So I feel like we might. Oh, let's turn off precise move. And I'm trying to get a little bit of an anticipation so that the parry makes sense. Like why could it work? So if he's bringing his hands there fast enough, then he might like it might make sense. Or maybe that'd be better for a parry frame. Yeah, no, definitely. That's a little weird. I wonder if I could just delete these. Little update in your fan game. We've made significant progress on enemy AI. I've been modeling more items, props, building. Dope. Now I feel like I gotta change that parry, right? So don't want to start here necessarily, but I do like the timing of these hits, right? So I'm definitely gonna make a. Well, the lower body can just stay the same, honestly. Thank you, Juju. I appreciate that. Shakes head. Chrome Colossus, what do you mean? Alright, we're gonna do another take for the animation thing. Let's see if I can... I wonder if this is even a lot of keyframes. 1% worth. Let's go. Hello? Alright, and then I'm probably going to turn off the sound effects for now. The first thing we do is turn on keep changes, just so that we get a thing we can solo. Make it so that we are soloing this one. Then look at the good feet. And I guess let's get the upper body. Oh, and I didn't go to the left. My bad. My bad. Alright, now let's make sure we have... Yeah, these are all on. We want these all off, so we'll just unsolo, resolo. We had to start the climbing mechanics a bit later than we can expected, but Eli, a friend of mine, had... Oh, that's awesome. Climbing mechanics can be very tricky, let me tell you. Alright, now we want to do the... My hard work? Could you mean hard work? Let's zoom in. Okay. Upper body. Actually, the lower body looks like it stays, so we'll... I do want to zoom in. Can I upsize these? That's okay. All right, this is the next frame. Now I'm really just getting these for timing. Oh, I do see the pelvis changes. Right. Let's go to the next frame. That's kind of the follow through of the initial movement. Yeah, that shouldn't really move. And then we get back in that fight pose. Sup, Hunter? Oh no, that gets back in the block pose. So I think we might just take him into the combat pose, but we'll copy this again just for the timing. So neither the heel's good nor the pelvis. Ah. You absolutely love this Hellboy design. Thank you. A lot of work went into it. Man, he used to be a chunky boy. Look at that. That's what we want from a parry. Alright. Let's turn these off. See if it works about the same. Oh, sorry. Gotta make sure that stuff turns off. Delete that one. Let's unsolo. Make sure it works the same. Yes. Alright. I don't know why it does that. Alright, don't worry about my weird run. This man is buff. What are you talking about, Hunter? This man is ripped. If you think this physique is normal, let me know. He's a big guy. All right, now we can do like a new frame out of that block pose, right? So let's go with we could delete all these keyframes now. Thank you, Juju. Look at that. We just saved 1%, y'all. So I think we want to start from more of the block position. So we're going to put these up. I'm going to keep his head forward for consistency. And I think Emmett wants to redo the model a bit, but I believe more about like the muscle stuff because we've got more experience in sculpting, and like there are way cleaner ways to do the stuff that we did that would hopefully save on sculpture thermo. And then even I want to add some like black comic book lines, not cell shading, but just some black comic book lines to increase the stylization along like with the weathering and stuff. Put that up. I know the camera's going to be on the side, that's why I'm moving it. So we're just going to delete that first frame. And we just literally just copied this first frame. All right, now to recover from that, now we want it to be, I'm going to make it more straight on. And he'll be like doing a like more two-arm thing, right? Where the block, he used the force that he brought his arms together with. And that's what makes the enemy go back. I know it's a little cartoony, but I need it for the gameplay. I feel like it should telegraph like what just happened. So, right? Does that make sense? Let's bring that over here. Oh, did I make a new line somewhere? Kind of tone. What do you mean by that? All right, let's go give it a whirl. It'll be decently dark. I do want the atmosphere to have like a general creepy vibe. What's going on right there? Belly. Oh, like a horror game? Yeah, I do want there to be scary parts. Alright, Carlos. See ya. Hope the rest of your day is well. Alright, and then instead of ending over there, I will keep, like, the motion of the right hand could have taken him a little bit back. But I do, for the most part, want him to stay focused on the enemy. Thank you, man. Alright. Yeah, that right hand will get carried back, probably. I dig that. Alright, will there be hiding spots in the game? Hellboy's like almost 7 feet tall, so I don't know if it's super practical for him to be hiding. Will you be able to avoid enemies' line of sight? Sure. But as far as him getting like in between or under things to avoid enemy detection, I think he knows that he's bright red and almost 7 feet tall, so he's probably like, if he knows he's probably gonna get found, so he figured he'd probably better off like to start the fight and finish it than to be caught off guard. So no fire burst. We'll keep the rock blast, keep the hefty rock and dirt. Maybe no rock blast. And then we'll turn off the lower body for now. And I should also be turning off the hand effects, right? Camera, parameters. Let's go to my fine animation, tail, jaw, hands, right hand. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's in this one. Oh, where is this being turned on? Chase scenes like Batman Arkham games. Could you explain which chase scene? Yes, that's what turns it on. And then we'll get rid of the sound effect, blazing fire, malevolent power. I thought I just turned that off. Killer Croc. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Well, that wasn't. I get. Yeah, that it became a chase scene at the end. That would be cool if Hellboy came across monster. He know he couldn't be without backup. Alright, I think for the duration of my parry, I need to turn off this thing, right? Parry connects, parameters, we gotta turn this thing off. I'm wondering if that is messing up the animation. And then we won't emit any special stuff. I'm okay with the camera, but I don't know why this is turning on. just gonna turn this off for now. No monster can defeat him. Well, it would have to be scripted, right? I thought I just deleted the parry thing. Hello? So, I don't think you would hear the rock as much. Hang on. No, we're not gonna do that one. Okay, I actually do like that one. Well, Hunter, he might use it a little bit more. Maybe I don't think he'll have the crown though, because I feel like the crown will be what signifies him in the apocalypse, but the hordes and the fire will be just the power. Because he is also like he's more summoning the just the raw power, right? He's like imbuing himself with that, but he's not necessarily like signaling that he's the bringer of the gods of chaos. Like he's not trying to do that yet. He's just using the power of the hand. Yo, Retro Wave, what's up? Working on this parry. I think I'm gonna have to include like a body blow sound, which is in combat, I think. Close quarters. Yeah. Because believe me, if I were making the game like straight off the Comics Hunter, he would scarcely use that form. But I'm trying to make it adapted into something that like the player can be aware of the significance, but like understand like there is a time to use it. Yeah, Hellboy, like it's something that Hellboy is in control of. Come on. Whoa, zoomed in way too much there. Parry connect. Now I'm wondering why ain't this playing smooth? If I detect enemy attack, yeah, I'm cool with that. Let's move this instead out here. Dang. Come on, come on, come on. Why is that? Why am I emitting fire still? What is emitting fire? I don't understand. Hand of Doom. It's whenever Vril is active. So we'll be turning that off. Ah. So it looks like there is something emitting. I don't know why. I plan for 12 main chapters, Juju. I think he covers too much. I'm gonna make his dodge cover a little less distance. Or maybe move a little slower? Oh, how many hours? I got no idea yet, man. Dodge, dodge attack, light. 0? What's that speed? 12. Oh no, it's in the regular dodge. What am I talking about? Oh, that one's not there. 10, let's go to 8. Come on. Think like 3+ hours. Man, if I could, if I had unlimited time and resources, I would love to make like a 20-hour thing. But that's a lot. Oh no, is that happening again? Thanks, Juju. Alright. I'm wondering why my parry timeline is playing all weird. This is done. The camera change is still active. I'm kind of okay with that. Timeline should be playing. Did I play the Samurai Jack? No, I have not, Hunter. How long ago did that come out? Okay, I'm gonna turn the music off and see if anything is affected. I'm gonna see if my combat state is on. It shouldn't be. My base stance. Oh, it's off entirely. Oh, it's because one of my parameters turned that off. Smart. I guess we keep that on then, because it won't matter. 3 years ago? Dang. Why is it playing so weird? Yeah, that's how I want it to be playing, but it's not. Why is that not playing that smoothly? It's like it's playing with another timeline, and I don't understand. Oh, maybe you have to be in state A. There we go. Smooth. Much smoother. How's it going with the soundtrack? I haven't really worked on it again since I did the new menu music, but I'm still very proud of that. I do need to work on that theme a little bit more. Why am I... What is going on with my left? Why are the embers here? I don't want the embers. I think it's anytime I activate Vril. So it's got to be something with this chip. But there's no emitters in here. Those hits? Good. Wait, is that good, or is it like too jarring? Maybe it's in my other state. No. Regen. What avs? Dang. How the heck? Oh, I must have a thing, I think. Whenever I take damage and I'm using Vril, in order to signify to the player, I think I have I emit. Yeah, if I take the Vril active and I'm taking damage, I emit that. We don't want that anymore. But I do want there to be some effects, right? Bye, Juju. Hope you're well. Copy this thing. But no, none of that. None of that. Gradient effects. What's that? What is this? Okay, I'm cool if Vril is active and that happens. Oh my goodness, why? Why am I still emitting this thing? Do I have something on him? There's just a tag for the Hand of Doom. Okay. Is anything following the Hand of Doom? That's an emitted object, I believe. Yeah, that's why it's off. It's the state, the HUD, Vril bar, progress bar. Hmm. Teleporter? Oh. What's this? Bad. Should I just delete this? Nope, it's not even that. Is it this? That is going to the Hand of Doom, and that is Vril. So let's turn that off. Ah, okay, good. We found it. Wow. Are my hands flickering? Like, are they moving too fast? Let's make sure my joints are solid. Springiness, good. Okay, let's check my hand. We gonna make that more forgiving. Alright, let's see how it looks with the coat. Why doesn't he attack me when I'm So he's buffed right now, right? I know that's happening. If I go to reactions, yeah, he's buffed. It's active. But for some reason, oh, I wonder if any of this stuff, does this turn it off? That blocks his movement, which is fine. So then I think I need a reset into this to immediately pulse a restart. Like whenever this is turned on. Good. All right. Do we like that? Does it look more like a more formal block? I think I'll put the same sound cue, or I can even make his hands go wide at the end of the block. Like maybe I'll do the same sounds as when the grab is happening, because the rocks I feel like really communicate what you just did. So let's... Some echo would be cool as well. Like a... Maybe I try slow-mo? We'll see. Parry Connect. What am I looking for? Oh, yes. Okay, now where do I grab this thing? It's in the jump. Oh, can you... I'm sorry if you guys can hear my stomach. Jump. We want the attempt. Come on, come on. I feel like I need some sort of whoosh that I'm starting to block, you know? Oh jeez. Now, would it be bad if I just use the same sound? I feel like I go to make it quieter. And then I need like a whoosh, right? But I also like the whoosh that I use in the climb up. Attempt grab, if there's a ledge, grab ledge, climb up. I do like the bass. Hang on. Oh no, I want that open. Yeah. Kind of want that startup to be a little more aggressive. Can I just amplification? Let's do 200. Damn. Oh, I see what's happening. Immediately when this goes, that's... Okay. I see. I guess I already have one for enemy attacking, so that's already in them. Let's see if I could change my start block to that. Good. Solid. Come on. Dang. Yeah. I get too zoomed in. Been watching your videos for a long time and I want to make a cool Hellboy game. Cool models, really cool animations. Thanks, Arthur. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. When I think about that new Hellboy game, I actually play that on Wednesdays. Call it Web of Weird Wednesdays. It's pretty good. It's given me some ideas. I will say at first I was a little turned off because some of the game systems weren't super accessible, but maybe that's because I'm not super familiar with roguelites or roguelikes, and that could be on me. But after playing God of War Ragnarok Valhalla, I was more familiar with the system of doing like runs and having different outcomes depending on the gear, because I think Valhalla did a good job of explaining what was about to happen while not breaking my immersion. And in Hellboy, there's a lot of menu reading, and it kind of turned me off because I just wanted to play. So, but it did end up being fun. It is a lot of fun now. I do enjoy playing. The more I play, the more I understand it, which I think is a part of the genre of game. So maybe it's good that my hand's not being held, but at least a little more immersion in the beginning, or at least the setup, I think would have helped. But it's fun. I like Lance Riddick as Hellboy, but I'm not sold yet. But maybe that's because I don't see his mouth moving and face animating. If I did see a little bit of that, that would do wonders. What was I even doing? Solid. Look at me. I'm probably gonna have to do some like effects for that. Oh, I want that whoosh to be louder. Don't need the ledge climb. Don't need any of that. Startup. Alright, let's see how this works in a multi-enemy setting. Jesus. Come on. I like it too. I'm actually gonna do a stun bar chrome if after I hit them, randomize stagger. I think that would be cool. I would probably do that for heavy attacks. Like your heavy attacks could have a chance of randomly just putting them into a stun state. Just the thing is that they're slower, but heavy attacks would definitely build up the stun meter. And once enemies are stunned, if their health is low, it's a takedown. If their health isn't low, maybe you just can grab them. If you do a stun grab, but like parry will build up stun, and light attack will primarily build up stun. But there is a chance that heavy attacks could just do a ton of stun damage. And I think I'll make those do a bunch of stun. Talk about a manga that few people know. As long as you keep it within the community guidelines, Hunter. Oh, them staggering out of harm's way. I think so. That would be more on the enemies, right? Like every time they're getting a hit, there's a chance that they could just like move more backward because you don't want them to just stand there and take it. So I'm actually thinking about getting rid of the stagger. So if enemies are stunned when they take like if the stun meter is full, then damage they take will make them like walk back no matter what. But after looking at God of War a little bit, I realized that these are bigger guys, so maybe they won't get interrupted by light attacks. Light attacks will just build their stun meter, right? So you'd have to do a heavy attack. Let's check the stagger. What triggers it? Parry does, spitballing, but let's not make taking damage trigger that. But we will make. Hang on. Let's plug that back in. I'll make it so that if it's taking damage and a heavy attack, that could stagger them. Right, so let's get rid of that one. So if you're taking damage and we detect a few, like one of a few things, let's see. Do I have tags for heavy attack? Microchip. Oh, nope. Attack heavy. Yeah, okay. I'm cool with that. So we'll put a zone in here and call it attack heavy. So if you take damage and you're doing attack heavy, then that interrupts you. So light attacks, it's not going to stop the enemy anymore. But, oh, why are my heavies stopping you? Alright, so now we're just, before we test it with multiple, we are just going to test it with one. And we want to bring up the stagger one. Make sure we're in tag. Alright. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even trigger. That's probably why it didn't work. So yeah, and then he's resistant to interruptions and light attacks. I think that's helpful. Now the light attacks feel like light and heavy like does more. I feel like my heavy attack should do way more damage though now. So there's an incentive to using them, you know? Like enemies could be done quickly. Alright. It started 1 month after One Piece. It's also about pirates. Small crew, stupid ancient. I've actually never seen One Piece. I think I saw one episode of One Piece when I was little, but I never got into it again. I'm familiar with the look of the character, some of the characters, but other than that, not too familiar. But feel free to continue, Hunter. So what did I just do? I just made... Oh, I want my heavy attacks to do much more damage. Heavy attack. Alright. Enemies kind of arbitrarily have 400 health. So let's make it 75. See if that does some more damage. Or like makes more of an impact. Like to incentivize heavy attacks if you just wanted to get the fight over with. Alright, so light attacks. Whoa. Dang it. You're good. Alright. Let's try with multiple. Because I'm wondering if I'm just killing them too easily. It doesn't even seem like I did any damage. What the heck? I should be doing damage against foes. What the heck? Nope, I just want to test against one. Sorry. Oh, there's 4. Now he should have just taken damage, right? Dude, it's all signal manipulation, but why? I just did damage. Why is he not taking damage? Let's make it taking any damage greater than 0, because sometimes they output a signal less than 1, and if it's not a full one, it doesn't go through. Yo, man. Did I just give him health? Yo, I'm wondering, did I give him health? Like, did I actually? No, it's minus 75. Hmm. Let's do the first heavy. See if I can get that consistently working. So part of me is wondering if it's the zone. Let's just make it a cylinder. We'll just put it right in front of me. Right? Not even gonna... Whatevs. Let's solo the timeline so I get an idea of what area I'm covering. You know what? That seems about right. There should be no way he doesn't get hit, right? How are you not taking damage, my guy? I'm clearly outputting the damage. Do I have to change it to continuous? Oh, wait, hang on. That one actually is adding. I see. So the first one was adding, and the second one was taking away. So I was doing nothing effectively. It's gotta be more. Like, I'm not trying to make it too crazy, but I'll do it. Let's just do it. Minus 100. Like, heavy attacks will just melt, but they just take longer. And I'm okay with the second one doing less. Oh. Ugh, he's doing that again. Why, dude? I'm trying to make you work. My head attack should be getting a little closer. Kind of like that. Why, dude? What didn't reset you now? Is this gonna have to be a pulse too? Come on, man. I guess I was still just using my light attacks. Alright. I guess doing light attacks will make more sense when I do a stun meter. Oh my... Why is he not flying backwards? What is he sensing? What is triggering his... Launched? He should be flying. Hello, Springlock. Launched B. Nope, nope. Now something is triggering this too early. a laser scope, right? I shouldn't even be, yeah, I shouldn't be hitting friend or foe. I do want X-ray mode though. I don't think it's hitting anything. It shouldn't be. Whoa. I guess I see a little more merit. Dang, I kind of see the heavy attacks have become a little bit worth it now. Alright, we'll try this, and I'll give myself the full kit by enabling the gun. I turn off the gun during stream because I accidentally do a quick fire. Come on, come on. Alright, let's see if I can get out of here. Yeah, they can't climb. See, now instead of looking for heavy attack, I might just make it instead that you have to, as long as you're taking damage and you don't detect heavy attack or don't detect light attack, then that'll go through. So sprinting attacks work. Jesus. Dang it, the enemies get far too fast. Dang it. And they keep escaping me. Hang on. He wasn't detecting my... Oh. I gotta change that. Attack light. Okay, as long as it's not attack light, then they should be taking damage. I've got to do way more damage. Oh, I'm not walking during my heavy attacks. What's with that? We're gonna move faster. Oh, that's heavy attack too. Haha. I wonder if it's just like, did I turn the stuff off? Oh wow. There's no movement. Oh, there is a rotator though. The attack point has got to be like right up on me. Five. Five. Come on, who's it gonna be? Alright, peeps. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I do got more ideas for the next one. Probably gonna try to start to do a stun bar. And then, I guess, a stun state. I do have a chip in there for that, the enemies. But I'm about to rename it. Thank you guys for joining. Let me go ahead and quick save, and then we'll go to a scene to end the stream on a better note. That was like an hour of logic and then like 40 minutes of testing. Oh wait, the Hellboy music. Man, that was fun. Alright, but we want to go to the robot because he has the proper way to end streams. Alright guys, thank you for joining. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like. If you have any comments, please leave any feedback on this video or any of my other videos, including past streams if you end up watching them later. If you're not subscribed, what's going on? And if you know anyone that you think would enjoy, feel free to share. See you next time.